The world's largest electoral process has begun. 102 Lok Sabha constituencies across 21 states and union territories went to polls. Over 1,600 candidates were in the fray. The 44-day polling season will see voting for 543 Lok Sabha seats across 7 phases. The BJP, which is looking for a third term under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has fielded candidates for 77 of the 102 seats. Their principal challenger, Congress, is contesting 56. Voter turnout as of 3 p.m. stood at 50%. As per data available from the Election Commission, there were close to 17 crore eligible voters. What you see on your screens is a 102-year-old woman who braved the sun to come and cast her vote in Tamil Nadu. Let me now go across to Jude Saneth, who is joining us. Jude, they often say that the road to New Delhi goes through Uttar Pradesh, but the importance of Tamil Nadu, you cannot speak about it enough, isn't it?
Absolutely, rightly said, Parikshit. And let's look at what's at stake. 39 out of 39 seats here in Tamil Nadu go to the polls, including that one seat that's 40 for Puducherry. And there's an awful lot at stake, really, for all three political parties locked in this three-cornered contest. Firstly, the BJP, remember, is going it alone without either the DMK or the AIADMK alliance, and this, of course, will test the strength of the smaller parties that it's tying up with, much like the Tamil Maanila Congress, for instance, parties that will see their mettle tested as far as the polls are concerned. And that's largely because the DMK, on the other hand, has got most of the rank and file of its allies intact. And this includes parties like not only the Congress, but also parties like the MDMK, parties like, for instance, even the VCK. And that's also because the DMK and its allies have the most to lose. Remember, this alliance currently sits in 38 out of 39 seats as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, even as the BJP remains the principal challenger, fielding its state president in K. Annamalai from a constituency like Coimbatore. But remember, we can't quite count out the AIADMK. The party, remember, is strong in the Kongu region. I'm talking constituencies like Coimbatore, Salem, Erode, Dharmapuri. So ever a challenger in these parts, the AIADMK is still a force to reckon with. However, the fact that recent allies in the AIADMK and BJP have chosen to go their separate ways simply means there could be some semblance of vote splitting between these two parties. So on the face of it, advantage DMK, but you just never know.
Right, you never really know. And DMK-led alliance had literally swept the state in 2019. And the DMK is quite confident this time around as well. The BJP hoping to make inroads in at least 10 seats in Tamil Nadu. We will be joined by Shaina NC in just a bit. We have with us Manu Raj Sundaram, DMK spokesperson, as well as Karthike Batra, visiting fellow at Sea Water. Congress spokesperson Mohan Kumaramangalam has also joined us on the program. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Manu, if I can come to you first. The DMK has relied on its old war horses. If you look at the spread in Tamil Nadu, give us a sense of how the party is defending its core vote banks, its core seats in this election.
Well, more than the old war horses, Parikshit, we've relied on the time-tested arithmetic of alliance. You started by saying the road to Delhi goes through Uttar Pradesh, and that is very true. And I agree with you, Parikshit, 100%. But the road does start, it seems, at least chronologically, from Tamil Nadu in these elections. So Tamil Nadu, I think, today will set the tone. And at least from where I stand, I see the tone being one of change in the New Delhi regime. Now, the way that DMK, Congress, the Indian Union Muslim League, the two communist parties, VCK, MDMK, have worked over the last 8 years together. Firstly, to succeed in the 2019 elections, as you rightly pointed out, then in the 2021 state elections, and now this is the third major election we are facing together. So our arithmetic is strong and our chemistry is time tested, unlike the BJP, AIA, DMK, who have been friends, allies, and strange bedfellows till about 3 months ago. And just as the election was approaching, they seem to have enacted this orchestrated drama that they are now not together. However, ADMK has refused to tell us who their prime minister candidate would be. Nevertheless, I understand this is we are not in campaign mode. As of now, it is 6 p.m. on polling day. There's about 67% polls in. Maybe it will go up to about 70%. All of this is strong indicators that Tamil Nadu, I think, will remain the way it has in 2019 and the way it lent in 2021, which is in favor of DMK Congress. And as you know, it has always been a place which BJP has found hard to break. And I don't think they have managed to sort out the formula for how to enter into Tamil Nadu. I know you've talked about a few star candidates from the BJP, but I think today the BJP is hoping that they will come second in a bunch of seats and therefore use that as a strong negotiation tool come 2026 in the important state elections next time around. But beyond that, I didn't see the Prime Minister campaign with any sort of gusto or dedication in Tamil Nadu. Yes, he did raise Kachativu, a matter that was sort of settled in 1974 and 1976 through the different letters of agreement. I don't think anybody in Tamil Nadu really found that to be novel or interesting. I think, let me just wrap up by saying, I particularly think that I respect BJP's political acumen a lot, but I think in these elections, they really did not have a strong narrative. They did not know how to sort of break into the hearts and minds of the people in Tamil Nadu. And may I say that I think that is going to be the story for the other 6 phases of elections as well.
Right. Now, let me go across to the Congress spokesperson as well, Mohan Kumaramangalam, who's joining us. Mohan, what has the India Alliance and Congress party tried to do differently in the state of Tamil Nadu this time? Because there has been a lot of push from the Prime Minister. They have fielded new candidates. They want to make a dent in Tamil Nadu. So what have you tried to do differently on the ground?
Absolutely nothing, frankly. We haven't had to. We've just followed the same formula that ensured we got a massive majority, barring one seat. We won all of them in 2019. We then won 2021. There's no reason to change the formula. The Prime Minister has been trying. I'll give him that. He's been, I think of all the states he started campaigning in, he's been to Tamil Nadu about 9 times, which is more than any other state. But unfortunately for him, there are 2 things that work against him. One, his popularity is incredibly low here. If you look at the states where he trails Rahul Gandhi by a factor of 3-1, Tamil Nadu is first and foremost. Or maybe Kerala, Mr. Gandhi is slightly more popular than in Tamil Nadu. So that's one. And the second thing is the issues that he's been raising haven't found resonance on the ground. He's been, for the last maybe several months, he's talked about the Sengol, talked about Kashi Tamil Sangam, talked about now more recently Kachati, which is a 50-year-old issue, trying to evoke an emotional reaction from the Tamil people. Unfortunately, Tamilians mostly vote on rational issues. So had he done something by way of giving relief for the floods, had he done something by way of a massive infrastructure push, maybe even complete AIIMS Madurai that's been lying incomplete for a long time, he might have got some play. But unfortunately, the issues that he's picking up prevents him from doing so. He has a very active and young state president. But the contests in Tamil Nadu have always been presidential. So maybe an individual would carry 4 to 5% at the most of vote, which is quite unique when you look at other states and when they go to polls. Here, the 95% of the vote is for the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister.
Okay, let me now go across to Shaina NC, get in a BJP view. Shaina NC, the PM has visited Tamil Nadu at least 10 times in the last few weeks. It's an important state. You're counting on the likes of Annamalai, L. Murugan to change things around, Tamilsai Sundarajan as well. Why has the arithmetic for the BJP election formulas never worked on the ground as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned? Our analysis gives us a sense that there are at least 10 seats out of 39 where the NDA is putting a lot of focus on. You're hoping to have a double-digit entry into Tamil Nadu this time around. What makes you hopeful, and how different is your formula this time?
So, Parikshit, the fact that our Honorable Prime Minister has taken the South and Tamil Nadu so seriously, I think is a matter of pride. Because for all those critics that tried to divide India in this North Hindi belt versus the South belt, I think that has been put to rest. The Prime Minister has shown that his commitment is to every citizen, and Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas is not just a narrative, it is something which will reap benefits. And the Bharatiya Janata Party took the calculated risk to go solo with the fundamental that the Labhartis that have been benefited across the length and breadth of this country are 60 crore plus, of which if you talk about the women, they have got 11 crore gas cylinders, so Ujjwala has benefited them. You talk about Nari Shakti Vandan, it's a matter of pride for women today. You talk about the youngsters and the youth, and we know how many entrepreneurs have been a part of Startup India from the South. That narrative is there. You have the farmers, which have been given better facilities. Pradhan Mantri, depositing 6,000 rupees into every farmer's bank account, and then we have the below poverty line, which has not just been about freebies, subsidies, SOPs, but 25 crore people who were BPL have moved above. So I think that every four of the four segments have been touched. We are not making this a Dravidian versus Brahmin versus OBC versus scheduled caste. It is about India's development. And these four categories of the youth, the women, the farmers and the poor are the aspects that the Prime Minister has worked on. Now coming to Tamil Nadu per se, DMK and its corrupt practices have been known to one and all. We have an honest, promising leader in Mr. Annamalai. Look at the kind of popularity he has got across the length and breadth. Look at Bharatiya Janata Party's own vote share. If you view 2014, 2019, up to 2024, this is the one election which will be a game changer, because Prime Minister Modi has campaigned tirelessly, has been committed to the South, has talked about cultural centers which are going to be part of the Tamilian ethos, which would be not just limited to Tamil Nadu or the South, but all across the country. So I think there's narrative is plenty. The commitment is done in terms of the time spent and the commitment to the people. The candidates are very promising. We will emerge with double digits and the vote share will go up substantively. Having said that, the 1,600 candidates in fray for the first round of elections, if you take the 102 and the BJP strike rate, it will clearly go up significantly to be a part of the Modi ki guarantee dream that we have and the Ab Ki Baar 400 Par.
Kartikeya Batra, sorry to keep you waiting, but an important perspective that I'd like to get from you at this stage. What are some of the factors that will count in Tamil Nadu, which is going to be important for the opposition and also for the NDA to meet its 400-plus goal?
Thank you, Parikshit. Parikshit, so I guess if I were to put it that way, whereas in the north, the BJP has a lot of sentiments going in its favor, the same is applicable for the incumbent DMK and alliance partners in Tamil Nadu. There is a strong sentiment that, the DMK and the Congress is a natural alliance in Tamil Nadu. The AIADMK has petered out over time, and you can see that it's probably not as strong as it used to be. You can't rule it out, but it's not as strong as it used to be. It's become a triangular fight this time, which makes the election very interesting. And as you said, the BJP is trying hard and they probably will increase their vote share also. But I don't see them, converting that into seats in more than, I think their best bet is 3 to 4 seats. I can name those as well. But I think it's going to be very tough for them to convert them into seats. Having said that, I think one of the panelists rightly said that this is all a part of the long-term game, that they want to first displace the AIDMK and become the main challenger in the state, and then come 2026, how things will play out. So I think they are riding more on localized candidates, localized factors in seats like Coimbatore or Theni or Ramanathapuram, whereas the larger sentiment probably is currently in favor of the DMK plus alliance. So that's where Tamil Nadu stands. On the other hand,
Right.
are states in North India where currently, at least, I'm not seeing any sentiment or any strong wave unless there's an undercurrent which we're not picking up. So the election has become highly localized, it seems, in some of these areas. Like Rajasthan, we're getting reports that the Shekhawati region has voted on local factors. Western UP become very candidate specific. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the campaign picks up, because we're going to be having 7 phases. Between phases, a lot changes. New issues come up, new narratives are picked up. And of course, for the BJP, there is one issue, there is one agenda, which is the Prime Minister's face. So that's always there. But I think, as you rightly said,
Right.
the India Alliance starts on a strong footing in this phase, primarily because, as you mentioned, that they won roughly around 50 seats in this phase last time, of which 39 came from Tamil Nadu plus Puducherry. Which means that if one way of looking at it is
Correct.
that in the remaining 60 odd seats, they could just win 10 seats. So there's a lot of scope for improvement for them. Whereas for the BJP, they need to hold a lot of these seats, whether it's North Bengal,
Right,
South
Karthikeya.
Bengal, Western Uttar Pradesh, and they would want to expand a little bit, at least in Tamil Nadu, although it really looks tough, but I'm sure they've been trying. And
You're right.
let's see what happens.
Karthikeya, you said the BJP spokesperson on the panel is saying that they will win at least in double digits. You're saying 3 or 4. And I think whatever incremental gains the BJP can make anywhere, that will be a victory for them. They will consider it to be a victory for themselves if they can enter battlegrounds which they have historically not been able to get into. Thank you, Manu Sundaram, for joining us. I'll request all our other panelists to continue being with us. This is a program that we will be tracking all the different constituencies in. We're taking a short break, but coming up, we will be joined by N. Ram, Director of the Hindu Publishing Group. Stay tuned.